Hello, everybody. My name is Zojalex, and welcome back to the next episode of the Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King Any Percent Easy tutorial. Now, before we get into this one, uh, before we get into this one, I just want to let you guys know because we're starting Path of the King here, and if you guys are playing along with the tutorial and just want a little bit of a progress update, you need to have beaten Helm's Deep. Escape in this order: Helm's Deep, Escape from Osgiliath, Shelob's Lair, Road to Isengard, Minas Tirith Top of the Wall, and Minas Tirith Courtyard. Once you have all those levels beaten, you will then be going on to Paths of the Dead. Now, in Path of the King, you have a choice of 3 characters: Gimli, Legolas, and Aragorn. Obviously, we're going to want the one that is going to be the fastest. And for this game, Legolas is the fastest character. And that is because he has the most powerful ranged attacks. That's literally what it is. And we want powerful ranged abilities. So we're going to be playing as Legolas. So you can select Legolas and enjoy the cutscene. And I will come back at the end of the cutscene.
The way is shut.
Alright,
It was made by those who are
so
dead.
we are back now with Paths of the Dead after the cutscene. So, we'll be starting off movement here.
The dead linger on this path.
Just following the linear path, and we got this fog here. Okay,
I do not fear the dead.
What kind of an army would linger in
and the fog here. Normally, when you hit the fog, the game forces you to walk, and that's really slow. We want to find the optimal way to move through the fog. And if you're playing on GameCube, you're gonna want to use the jump back button. Well, any console, you'll want to use the jump back button. What you want to do is run forward into the fog. Once you're in the fog, then I want to take like a step, quick flick up on your control stick to turn Legolas around, and then start hitting the jump back button. As you can see, the speed there is a lot faster in comparison to this. So I'll kind of show it off here. So we'll just come back here to show you guys the difference. So walking the first half of the fog, going this way, just walking. Okay, and now we just jump back it here. You can already see how much faster it is. So anytime you hit fog like that, you want to jump back. Then run forward. This first fight is going to start. This fight is optional, so just avoid these ghosts and keep going.
More specters.
Then this fight here is required. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stand like right about here, activate your devastating mode, which is the same button to activate your Gandalf's bubble. That will put you into perfect mode pretty quickly. Because we're going to want to be like level 2, maybe if you're lucky to hit level 3, you'll want to hit level 3.
a very bad feeling about this place.
Jumping back through that fog. And then running under this bridge here. Coming along the left side. As long as you keep moving, these ghosts will not bug you. Because you're moving so fast that they can't keep up.
Those blades cut even if rusty.
So yep, pretty easy to make it through here. You're going to come up here to the drawbridge. And just immediately go and start cranking the drawbridge. As long as you start cranking it right away, you will get shot a couple of times. But you'll already be done with the drawbridge that it won't even.
Specters have returned.
So now you can hit this checkpoint, hit this cutscene where the drawbridge goes back up. And then just keep on going. Pretty easy to do that fog movement. Nothing really you have to worry about here. Now this segment here can be a little tricky because the ghosts can get in the way. Because most of them will already be spawned as you're running through. But just do the best that you can to kind of weave through. Luckily, we got really lucky there, and that ghost just moved to the right, which then allowed us to just keep going. And here, You just keep running up to this bone ladder. You can literally run straight through those ghosts, and they pay no mind to you. And you can come into this next fight. You hit this next fight, and you just do the same strat that you did before, using devastating mode to get into perfect mode really quickly. Which, wow, this is rough. And you can kill him. Okay, so now the ghost captains are going to show up. And this is where I mentioned in previous videos the difference between charge shots and quick shots. It comes in handy as Gandalf, but this is going to be one area where it's really important to know the difference. So what you're going to want to do as Legolas, the ghost captain is going to spawn. You want to stand back right about here, and then you want to pull 2 charge shots and 1 quick shot. It doesn't matter what order you do them in, just do them, and the ghost will die every time. So you'll see here, I've got a charge shot, 1 charge shot, 2 charge shot, quick shot, ghost is dead. Really simple, easy way to kill the ghost captains quickly, and then you can just run up here, run up to the statue, push the statue, and then mash parry, and try to keep yourself around the center area where the statue is, so that way when it falls, you can just run right by it. Come to the left of the main gate area.
How do we get through this?
See your friends teleport. Immediately run up to the crank, and it's going to be the same situation with the crank before. Only you're probably going to get hit once already, but that's fine. If you get down to like a really... If you need to, go ahead and kill them for safety. It costs quite a bit of time. But if you just feel more comfortable killing them, do so. If you need a safety health, there's one there. And then we're going to come up into the 35 ghost fight.
This is where
The 35 ghost fight is pretty random, especially since you have to be dealing with enemy movements, as well as you only have 27 arrows, and that actually is important here. So you're gonna start off here, just kill this, just knock this guy down, and then grab your bow, pull your bow out. And you're gonna want to be standing right about here to then be shooting enemies. Always prioritize the one that is closest to you. And as you can see, I'm able to just constantly keep on killing ghosts. Now, the downside to this strat is you will most likely be running out of arrows unless you get really lucky and an arrow drop just like falls on top of you. But that is extremely rare. Oh, cool. As I'm in devastating mode. Alright, whatever. Oh, that wasn't a fully charged shot. But you just use your bow, kill them quickly, and you're out of there. If for some reason you don't, like, I got extremely lucky there with arrow drops. If you don't get that lucky, use your devastating mode plus orc cures to get yourself into perfect mode quickly, and then that will allow you to kill enemies until you get another arrow drop. And then you can just use that to then keep going and repeat that same pattern of using the bow. Alright. So you finished the level. And you've gotten up to at least level 2. If you're worried about EXP, go ahead and take that first optional fight at the beginning of the level. The one that I just said to run past. But as long as you do the strats, you'll be fine. So you've hit level 2. All you need to do for level 2 is buy Mirkwood arrows. That is all you need to do. Because that will come in handy as we go into King of the Dead in the next video. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope this was helpful.